Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because after we sold our plane, Ron Scott had it. And it was down there for a while. Now it's up north. So, yeah, it got recovered. Yeah. You got your neighbors here? That's good. You go home. Yeah, you're lucky. Okay, so yeah, that other one is over here. Right, it should be that one right there. Yeah. Right. Where did it go? It was right. Well, whatever. It was right there. I know I saw it. So, no. I was trying to move off the map so it refreshes itself. Oh, that's why. That was, right. Oh, okay. Okay. Is there any room on here to put a nice, like a 3-car garage?
I was on.
It's got 10 acres. Well, I got, so I have a, oh, it joins 10 acres. Okay, sorry. I read that. Sorry. But see, I have a buyer from Illinois. He wants a ranch house, but he wants something where either it has already the garage or he can add the garage. Right, yeah. Yeah, you can see, he'd be pretty well boxed in, he'd have to put it in front, that's not gonna go. He has no room over here, get back in here, that's awful tight. So this is not, that's not gonna be a spot. Right, yeah, right. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, he has it
Number B.
in the drawing here. It's in front of the house.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Town of Waukesha Plan Commission meeting for June 11th, 2015, beginning at 6:30 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, could you begin with the roll call, please?
Bob Flanagan. Here. Bob Stigler. Here. Dan Buchholz.
Here.
Al White.
Here.
Ken Miller.
Here.
John Merrick.
Here.
Brian Fisher.
Here.
And Madam Clerk, have we met all of the requirements of the open meetings law?
Yes, we have.
And we can begin with citizens' comments. Come on up.
Hi, my name's Alan Brower, and I'm at South 54 West 25755 Hazelhurst. And I just wanted to bring up the quiet zone issue, if we could revisit that. And I'd be willing to do whatever I needed to do, like have a petition signed or what have you, to try to get the railroad turn the town into a quiet zone. I know I've expressed interest in this in the past, and I know a lot of people are interested in this. So I guess I'm open to suggestions as to what we need to do for the next steps.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
Ron Gasser, West 249, South 3162 Minor Lane. It can be reached at 414-640-6125. I'm here to express my concern and have the board, I didn't realize this Plan Commission to get RFPs for our town building inspector / code enforcement officer. From my understanding that the current contractor we have now has been with the town for some time. And after talking to some business people and other residents in our town, feel that the current contractor is very uncommunicatable and unprofessional. So I'd like to see that on the agenda, possibly for the next town board meeting. So,
Thank you. Anybody else? Going once, going twice? Then we can move on to approval of the minutes from May 14th, 2015. Is there a motion? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. On to 6, discussion and possible action on an accessory building. The owner is Agen. Location is West 237, South 5115 Big Bend Road. Planner Rybarczyk.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Agen is before you tonight. He's wanting to construct a 22 by 30 foot accessory building on his property. The height as it's measured from the grade to the peak is proposed at 17 feet. He is looking to make the exterior of the accessory building compatible with the principal residence from the standpoint of the exterior color scheme. And he's looking to use the accessory building for the storage of personal items. He does currently have an accessory building on the site. It's 28 by 42. However, he does have more than 3 acres. So he's allowed up to a total of 1,960 square feet and a combined total of 3 accessory buildings. So in his proposal, if it was approved tonight, he would be at a total of 2 accessory buildings and he would be just under the 1,960 square feet. He's here before you tonight because any accessory building over 600 square feet or if it doesn't meet the height requirement of the zoning district, requires Plan Commission and board approval. For the most part, his accessory building as proposed does meet the requirements of our ordinance and the R1 district, except for the height. He's proposing a 17-foot height per the R1 zoning district, requires a maximum of 15 feet. However, we do have 2 provisions in our ordinance that allows for exceptions to the height regulation. The first is that if you're matching the existing pitch of your roof, you can exceed the height without having any additional setback. And then the second one is that for every 2 feet from the side and rear lot line you can go an additional foot in height. As you see on the site plan, the offset for an R1 zoning district is 20 feet. He has set the building 25 feet away from the side lot line in order to get the additional 2 feet in height for his accessory structure. So if the Plan Commission so chooses, I did put a recommendation together for approval subject to 10 basic standard conditions. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll turn it back over to Plan Commission.
Mr. Agen, come on up. Let's see if anybody has any questions for you.
Excuse me, is the third, there's a little shed that's almost attached to the first building. Is that part of your calculations or does that have to come down?
I didn't include it in my calculations, but if it has to come down, it can come down.
I didn't think that he had included it.
That is correct. I was not included in the application. What is the size of the shed?
It's small, it's like 10 by 8 or so.
So you'd be at, let me see real quick. Yeah, that would put you over the, well, no, I take it back. If it's 10 by,
It's big enough for like a riding lawnmower.
okay. Even with the third building, which he's allowed up to 3, he still has 124 square feet to play with. So he would still be within the parameters.
Thank you. Anybody else? Gail?
Even though that he has room enough to put that building at 25 feet off the lot line, do we still have to certify that he's at the 25 foot, not any closer?
Yeah, with our new ordinance at the time that Inspector Montoya goes over, if he feels that it's within, if it's too close to the required offset, he'll require a survey to be done.
Can I just follow up on that for a minute? And I was going to ask a similar question to what Commissioner White did. Are we, and this does not apply directly to you, sir, but it's more general nature. Are you, Jamie, when you go through these things, are you calling petitioners or applications attention to the fact or giving them some paperwork or something to emphasize the importance of the location of these relative to the lot line recertification type of thing? I mean, are they given some information or awareness about that?
They are as part of the planner appointment, and building inspector Montoya, when he issues a building permit, is also providing them that information as well.
And that's just verbally, is it? Or what?
Correct.
Okay, that's not for, I guess, discussion tonight, but I really think we ought to kind of look at that procedure so we don't end up down the road with people saying, I never got told, whatever. I mean, that's not for tonight's discussion, but I think we should look at that.
Mr. Stigler?
Jamie, do you specify too that these people can't run a business out of these places? I mean, do they know that ahead of time, or is that a kind of a surprise at the end?
Condition number 8 is that they have to file a deed restriction on the property saying that it can only be used for residential purposes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve with the planner's conditions.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thanks.
On to number 7, discussion and possible action. Accessory building for John William Layber. Location is South 36, West 27, 840 Robin Hill Circle. And I know that we've got Bill, I think we go by in the audience here. Come on up. And turn it over to Planner Rybarczyk.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before you is Mr. Layber. He's looking to construct a 30-foot by 40-foot accessory building on his property. The proposed height is 19 feet as measured from the grade to the peak. He has provided drawings of the building, and he has stated that the exterior will be compatible with the residence as far as building materials, roof pitch, and windows. He is looking for the accessory building to be used for personal storage. As we discussed in the first application, the property is zoned A1, or I'm sorry, R1. The maximum height limitation is 15 feet. The proposed height for this accessory building is 19 feet. However, based on the two provisions that we have, or exceptions to the height, he has designed his accessory building to match the roof pitch of the existing house. Therefore, he doesn't have to have the additional offset for his building. So with that, if the Plan Commission so chooses, I did put together a recommendation for approval, subject to the 10 standard conditions. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Questions for Mr. Layber? Is there a motion? And guys, do use your microphones because it's very difficult for anybody watching to hear. Any further discussion?
Motion to approve.
I second it.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
And on to 8, discussion and possible action on an accessory building for John Ryan. Location is West 243, South 6145 Elder Air Drive. Planner Rybarczyk?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Last one for tonight is Mr. Ryan looking to construct a 30 by 40 accessory building on his property. The height measured from the grade to the peak is 17 feet. The reason he's before Planning Commission is for one, it's over the 600 square feet, and two, his height does exceed the required height limit for the RE Single Family Residence Estate District that he is in. He has designed the structure to match the roof pitch, the 512 roof pitch of his house, so that he doesn't have to have the additional setback from the side yard. So if the Plan Commission so chooses tonight, I did put together a recommendation with the 10 standard conditions. So with that, I'll turn it over to the Plan Commission for any questions.
Thank you. Mr. Ryan, come on up. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Ryan?
One question, how did you decide where you were actually going to locate the building?
The location of the building actually is the only flat part in my yard. I had a survey done and everything like that. The back corner of the property, if you have a picture of the property, let me get mine real quick. As you can see in the pictures here, there's a flat spot right in the corner here to the to the northwest, and that's a flatter area. But it wouldn't, if I was to put a building in there with the restrictions that we have here, with being 30 feet off matching the property, I'd have to take out 5 of these trees here. The only other area that was flat was behind the pine trees here, and I still have to take out probably 10 pine trees to get it here. The very back corner here where it's shaded dark, it drops probably 25 feet into like a gully, because it's an old farm field from back in the day. The whole yard slopes off, rolling towards the road. We are actually the 3 highest points here in the whole subdivision. So the place to put it was right here. That's how we came up with that, so.
What about access? You're going to just use it by foot?
Yeah, there will be a garage door facing here behind the pine trees, and a garage door on the adjacent side facing the neighbor's house, which would be the 30 feet off. I don't need a driveway or anything like that. It's just for storage space and everything like that, so.
Anybody else? Is there a motion? Do you have a microphone?
Second.
Further, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
And is there a motion for adjournment? Have a microphone? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.
6:46.
What's that?